Hello, welcome back. And we are back, as promised, with a switch of region. We've got Lizard, our resident translator, in case there's any Russian language in all chat that we obviously always think is super spicy, but apparently is just very tame and friendly. You know, none of that flames we were thinking about. Anyway, there's also the Pixel who will be having the action, and I'm just being me here as well. I'm Shiva, and we're here for Gambit versus Virtus.Pro. It's an upper bracket match in the CORSAIR DreamLeague Season 11 major qualifiers.
Yeah, no, it should be a good one. I mean, we've seen recently Gambit, they're a strong side. What was it at the minor, right? They came second.
Yeah.
It is.
Came second in the minor, so last time round.
Yeah.
So I expect good things from them. I think it's going to be close, but obviously I think everyone and their hamster and their mother and their father and their everything in the Hammer family, and they expect VP to win because it's VP, but you never know.
Everyone expects VP.
I tell you,
but honestly,
last major qualifiers. So the first major qualifier for the KL major, Gambit actually made it through. They were still called Ferzi then, but they made it through. The second one, in the upper bracket finals, it was VP versus Pango at that point. And that upper bracket finals, VP did not try.
Well,
or rather,
no, you can't say just because they lost. It's not.
No, did you see the matches?
Did you?
Yes, I did. I did not look like they tried.
Really?
Yes, I did.
Right.
However, the point was that then VP dropped down to the lower bracket, and they all of a sudden were up against Gambit, and they crushed them.
Gambit is definitely a team that is a bit different with FNG on board.
Yeah.
A captain that really makes you tick on a different level. You're much faster, the tempo, you have to listen to him. He has lost his hair again, though. He has cut it, he didn't lose it.
He has, FNG's lost the hair. Didn't he say he was going to shave his head as well if he makes it to TI?
Yeah, I think so. That's some bet with Kyle that he has.
Right?
Kyle is going to shave it too or something. I don't know, but the strength is not in his hair. It's in his head.
Are you sure?
I think so, at least. He's not Samson.
He said second at the minor. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's not getting to the major, but it's still pretty good.
Yeah, Earth Spirit instantly. And honestly, if there is a CIS team that can match VP, right now it's Gambit.
Yeah.
There's no one else. Navi is all right, but
maybe on a very good day, Navi could against VP, but it's
very unlikely.
At a very good day, but
very good
day. Maybe not
on a very bad day for VP as well.
Yeah, but you say Gambit, they might be able to. They might be able to do it. They might be able to do it. But we'll see what they can do. Spirit first, always a good opener. And banning that VP Luna, as we're going to do, they'll reach straight for the Magnus.
Magnus Jakiro. VP. Magnus Jakiro, already a combination of heroes that work well together. You have that RP Ice Pat, you have a lot of damage later on as well from that support.
Would you put them in the offlane?
Yeah. Jakiro most likely is going to be your position 5. So most likely on that safe lane Jakiro and off lane Magnus.
Yeah, but he wants someone else for the Magnus.
I wonder if Roger is about to play that Jakiro as well. I mean Magnus.
Yeah, the support Magnus,
Yeah, support Magnus.
Could be support Magnus.
True.
Not really something I've seen Roger do way too often, honestly, but definitely a hero that he can do, that he can play.
Do it, yeah. I guess again they'll probably decide later on which way it's going to go.
Shadow Fiend.
That's not my side.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I wonder.
Second picking a Shadow Fiend. I'm not too sure.
That's something that's on my side. So
yes, it is.
I'll get it.
I mean, it is a hero that Gambit like, but that's an early Shadow Fiend pick. Yeah, you got to have some. You got some balls there to second pick an SF against VP.
That Shadow Fiend on mid lane.
Why would they do that? Because you know you're going to go up against no one.
For Gambit, it's something that they play, so it would get banned out later down the draft. They
love the Shadow Fiend.
But there's a high chance that VP will ban it. So they just really want to play it because they obviously feel that confident.
And why did they ban out anti-mage and not something like a TA?
Well, Magnus, you sort of give VP Ramsey's anti-mage when he has an Magnus on his team. You might as well just give up.
Yeah, you're just banning, but you can't ban it all though. You ban out the AM and the Jug. There's still Troll. There's still PA actually.
Oh, there's PA. I feel PA is maybe even
Just as
scarier
strong,
than
even scarier,
for VP, if you give them PA Magnus, that is a Monka, Giga, whatever.
Omega.
Monka, is there a Monka Omega? I don't know.
Probably Omega.
Monka Omega.
Yeah, there's some Monk, some form of Monka.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Kunkka.
It's very good. No on Kunkka against the SF. I mean, they've second pick SF. There's going to be a Kunkka that's going to
Instantly, yeah.
It's like good luck mid, bruh. That's a no on Kunkka.
I mean, when SF is picked this early on, it's not only Kunkka. There's so many heroes, you know.
Yeah.
There's so many heroes that you can pick to crush him on that lane, and that's going to be very, very interesting.
That's going to be scary for the SF. But we'll see. I mean, they picked a second. They've got confidence in it. They've got confidence there. So, I mean, you can only imagine they are going to have someone probably making sure that, you know, keeping their eye at least on mid, making sure the SF doesn't get run over at the start.
I mean, this Earth Spirit most likely can rotate around mid, or you can
even just start there for the first wave. Or?
I think it's better if a position 5 starts there, so maybe not the Earth Spirit, maybe something else. Maybe something ranged.
What good 5s are still?
Oh, they're just showing their cores instantly. They don't
really
care.
Are. They don't care.
Yeah, this is Shadowfiend mid, Lifestealer safe lane, counter us. We don't care.
Right,
that's what they're doing pretty much.
I mean, Lifestealer, obviously, it's nice against the Kunkka. Kunkka can't really control him.
You can get the troll now without hesitation on VP if you want to.
I think the PA still.
PA is still great.
Just get the PA. Yeah. You got the PA going in with the Empower and the run buff. That's a GG.
That's Omega, Giga,
Pepega, all of them, you know, all of the green frog faces.
What could they plan? Like, why pick that so early?
I don't know. I think they just don't care. They're like VP, V who? You know, they don't care. They're like
no respect.
Whatever. We're playing. Now that'll do as well. So Ramses
Terrorblade.
Yeah, that's another green frog face.
Yeah, this is another one.
Oh.
That's yours, by the way.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Terrorblade.
Terrorblade.
Oh, good luck, Lifestealer. Oh.
I mean, they wouldn't have picked him this early on if they didn't.
Yeah, you can expect that to happen, really.
This DB is going to be here. He's going to be farming on that safe lane. He's not going to care a whole lot about...
So what are we missing on VP? They just need their...
Can you get Darkseer on Gambit,
Depends on what that
just get Darkseer, you have Earth Spirit combination that can actually deal with the Terrorblade lane. You can... there we go, Darkseer.
That's nice.
Call him.
That's my favourite.
Got him.
Favourite
nice
so
call.
far from Gambit.
Nice call.
Because, as you say, they've got the Darkseer Earth Spirit.
Yeah, now you can maybe pressure that TB. So even though Lifestealer isn't great versus him, yeah, just put him right here. Nice.
No. I mean, looking at VP's draft, I think, would you say it probably is most likely that it is going to be a support Magnus and they're leaving Pasha's hero to last? Like, would they leave the support to last here?
I mean, why not? At this point, who cares about order? Because apparently Gambit is just doing their own thing anyway. Like, they're not counter-picking anything. They're just having something in mind and they're just going for it.
Yeah, they definitely want to pressure this TB. With that Oracle ban, they're giving it away.
Yeah.
However, can Virtus.Pro just dodge that lane? That's the question now. Just take that TB, send him somewhere else, keep on dodging, switching lanes, so that the Darkseer and the Earth Spirit don't really pressure you that hard. That would probably be their best option, as Oracle has been banned. Oh, they can go Enchantress too, but Enchantress plus Jakiro supports not great.
Yeah, the Enchantress is munched on by the Lifestealer, doesn't she?
Yeah, I meant because of the lane only versus Darkseer and Earth Spirit.
Oh,
that's kind of good, and then later on she gets munched on with whatever. It doesn't even matter, but I don't think that makes a solid lineup overall. So, not the biggest fan. I mean, Na'Vi makes it work, but I'm not the biggest fan of that Enchantress on position 5.
Well, VP ban out Oracle, so they ban out a saving support.
Yeah, it's because of the Purge versus Darkseer. Oh, actually, wait. They ban out the Oracle.
They ban out the Oracle.
Well, they banned the Oracle, all right. And that Oracle would be so good for them because you have the save for Terrorblade, and you also can purge the shield.
Maybe they're meant to pick it, you know. VP making one of those mistakes. I mean, that they make all the time, obviously.
At the same time, Oracle plus Jakiro, those would have to be the supports. Not really the perfect 4 and 5 combo.
No.
Yep.
I mean, I said it does a lot of. It's still down to whether this Magnus is the 4 or is the off lane. It could still be both.
Gambit, they did show their hand very early on, but they still have decent drafts. Without Darkseer, it makes sense. Like, I have a feeling that Darkseer just makes it tick.
Could they have something else that makes the combination better? For Gambit? Like to really utilize the vacuum, for example, or something?
I mean, you have the Shadow Fiend that's going to be able to ult in it.
Yeah.
But besides that, you can follow up with the last pick of a position 5 that does that.
Like a...
I mean, I wouldn't mind... what about just the 5 Sven this game?
You are rolling 4-man melee and then SF.
Into Magnus, yeah.
Into Magnus, which is really problematic.
10 seconds
But you could go for that Sven. That's when
Chen. Have not picked up Chen yet.
Whoa.
Chen.
A Chen?
A Chen?
They really want to
Chen.
lose.
Like, all right, Chen.
Last time we saw Chen was in the hands of Puppy, and that was one of the games that he lost. You know, he won the major.
I mean,
so he can't make it work.
I mean, he got buffed again a bit, I guess, right? Did he? He did.
He did a little bit, yeah. But so Gambit, they don't give a damn. They're just
picking their own team.
They really don't care against people. They're just going in. They believe in their lineup.
I mean, that's needed, right?
Definitely.
Because I think we're not going to believe in it, so it's a good thing they do.
You can't play their game. If you're playing versus Virtus.Pro, just play your own and hope for the best. And the Centaur.
Yeah. I think that's good. So the Magnus is the support. And it makes it, because the Magnus has got other people that are going to set up. Like, if that Magnus gets a rotation that goes to mid, because they're with a torrent setup, he gets behind this SF, it's an easy kill.
Or X marks the spot.
Yeah.
Just if you X the SF, he has to come back. That's instantly
it makes the lane very scary for the SF. And Centaur makes, obviously, life... the lane, we'll see what the lanes they get, because of the lifesteal, they can sort of munch on him and stuff. But down the road, having the 6 online makes it half a lifesteal. Anytime he goes in with open wounds to rage, you're stampeding out of there and you reset.
Not really the best hero versus lifestealer on the lane, though.
No. Yeah.
Definitely. So lifestealer does deal fairly well with Centaur, but later on, it does provide you with that kiting ability versus the... I mean, I'm still going with Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, for sure. I think Gambit
that's my prediction.
I think they're crazy.
I mean, this draft definitely. You know what? It reminds me of that Naga Ember draft. It's just wonky.
It's crazy. Yeah. They picked SF second. I think they're going to have a lot of problems.
I am not going to lie, though.
Yeah.
Even if Gambit had a monster draft, I would still go for Virtus.Pro.
Sure, but I would not be like, whoa. Looking at this draft, I'm like, whoa, these guys, they're crazy.
But you're going, whoa, anyway.
They're crazy. I mean, I like crazy people. I like what they're doing, and I hope it works, but I think they're going to lose pretty bad. I mean,
it's always fun to see something new work, you know.
Yeah.
Like.
Let's see what they can do.
This is true. Let's see what they can do. But our predictions are indeed all going the way of Virtus.Pro, which leaves us with one thing. That is... I was going to say that is the Dota game, but we got to be patient.
So, I mean, what the good
production will go for Gambit. Don't worry.
So they have got some good stuff. They've got the Darkseer Spirit. That's great.
Our production is very edgy, by the way. Always.
Just, going against the
countering us, yeah.
Hipsters,
yeah, definitely.
So let's see if FNG is the mastermind that's needed to make Chen work.
I mean, maybe if he stays mid and helps this SF. Somehow with penitence or something. I don't know.
You just sit mid and just keep Divine Favor in the SF, heal him up and stuff, maybe. I don't know.
That as well.
Maybe that's the strat.
That's the way. I played Chen 2 times since he was changed.
Oh, yeah? Well,
just 2 times.
How did you play it?
I just felt horrible, overall.
Why did you play it? You just wanted to try
One game I was going to counter a beast.
Okay.
Who just maxed axes instead.
You didn't get the boar.
I didn't get the boar. And one game I felt like, all right, Chen would be really good here.
Yeah.
And then
you remembered.
Then I remembered it's not Chen. I can't take level 5 creeps level 1.
It's more like sort of Chen's disappointing brother. We're going to like Ben.
Ben.
This is a Ben.
The black sheep in the family.
It's Ben.
The brother no one talks about. The wild boy. It's an imposter.
Look, he's on a rat. They changed the cosmetics. They changed the hero.
Yeah. Well,
this isn't Chen.
Well, Chen was learning all the tricks. Ben was hunting girls around and just having fun,
now he's
partying. And now he's back. He's
drunk. With his drunk rat rolling around.
Drunken people.
Giving people divine favor as he hands out shots.
And drunken people are often stronger than you think.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
I know.
No,
but they're stronger than they think.
No, no. They think they're stronger than they are.
Yeah, but that's what she said.
That's the problem Ben has.
Yeah.
This is, by the way, very interesting. The first wave, you can just walk next to and they still take damage even though they don't draw aggro. So first wave is already under the tower for Nightpasha to last hit.
This is perfect for VP, by the way. They dodged the Lifestealer with the Centaur, and also they're doing well. They also dodged the Darkseer Red Spirit lane. So double win in the laning stage instantly.
Let's see if Afro Ninja can do something here. I mean, this is a second pick Shadow Fiend. I have high expectations.
So many creeps.
Oh, look at that. 6 denies, Munka Gig. That's a lot from no one. Easy first wave, as you would expect. I mean, these are Kunkka against the second pick SF. No one's in a happy place.
6 denies, 6 lasted.
Yeah.
SF, how much does he have? Where is he?
Where is he?
Where is he?
He's at the bottom, 0-0.
Oh, he's doing fine. I mean, for an SF, so far 0-0. Well,
hey! Oh no, that wasn't him.
No.
He's gonna get that one, the one under the tower.
Here comes Ben and the boys.
Open wounds with the stone.
That's a first blood. What up, Ben haters?
Ben is here, but honestly, this is the only way Chen works.
Last hit for Shadow Fiend.
This is the only way Chen works is if he finds golems, like level 1.
Yeah,
it's the only creep.
You said that the other day. You have to find
golems. It's the only creep that matters, level 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best creep to find overall on Chen, but right now it's the only one that's going to matter. It's the only one that's going to do anything.
It's true. Ramses is in the pickle.
Yep, he's definitely caught in a pickle.
No Ramses.
Yeah, Ben's on the roll.
Ben is...
And I think Immersion's also on a roll. He
maybe
just
Chen was the...
Yeah, maybe Chen was the imposter. Ben was the true
Chen was the brother that everyone liked, but Ben was the true talent.
Exactly.
But he could never show off.
Everyone was waiting for Ben to turn up on his massive rat, and now he has. And FNG is showing us the power. Oh,
hey, salving.
That's good. Oh, Ben!
Ben
We've got to get the Ben cam on.
Yeah, Ben's
gone.
Doing pretty well for himself. He's got the 2 little stone dudes. They already used their stun,
range creep with the club.
Don't underestimate the club.
But the mid lane is a bit...
Yeah. I mean, he's got
some last hits now, but he's out of regen. He is also dealing with a double damage Kunkka.
Well, this is a surprise.
Is it?
No.
Definitely.
Just testing. So what we're going to old Akul JB4. It's got 23 CS.
Old Akulich. There you go.
Akul JB4.
Old Akulich.
Which means what? It means shark or something.
Yeah, like old shark.
Old shark. Why an old? Like, does that mean something? Is it like a reference? Or?
Old sharks are normally bigger.
Like bigger shark.
Yeah, they keep on growing.
Really?
Yeah, for a very long time.
Do sharks not have like puberty?
Maybe,
experienced. Old dog. You know,
oh, isn't like a old? Okay.
I guess.
Not as in physically old. Well, I guess physically old.
Physically old, but also
old
is gold.
Yeah.
Sharks are like the couriers in Dota chess.
Well,
they keep growing. If you do well, if he doesn't die.
Forever?
Yeah, they do.
But what sharks don't die? What kills a shark?
Age or people?
Why would people kill shark?
Well, first of all,
there's an advocate for sharks killing those people that are trying to kill the shark.
Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah. There's a lot of people thinking that.
Come on, you sharks! I believe in you.
Because people kill them for their fins, and then they chop off the fins, and then they send them back to sea, and then they die, and then they drown.
No, I don't find that very nice.
Sad.
Well, that's very bad from people.
It's actually super bad.
Take the sharks. Let's get some shark spam in the chat. Is there a shark emote?
I'm sure I don't think so. Solo is dead. Ben is doing it.
And his golem bros.
I mean, he is.
He's just he's just finding these golems.
Who was that said Chen was nerfed? FNG is. He knew.
He's on fire.
FNG.
He does have a lot of luck with these creeps.
Oh, did you see that? Kunkka just missed the last. No one just missed the last hit. A non-contested last hit.
Chance, you know. There is a point, you know, when you're playing mid and it's getting this one side.
No, this is a dead Ramses.
I mean, look at him. The golems.
Destroyed.
I mean, FNG.
So we said that.
FNG is a genius.
We said that they dodged the Lifestealer lane with the Centaur.
I mean, yeah, it
But I'm not sure if that was the correct dodge.
It definitely isn't if your Chen finds like a bazillion goals.
Yeah. He did 4-0-1, I think, at the moment. Chen.
Oh yeah, he didn't miss a last hit. He missed a deny. My bad.
This guy's crushing it, FNG. Oh, they may have caught him now, though, but
Earth Spirit is here
as well, and in they go. FNG's surrounded.
He might fall. Ramses is gone.
He's died again.
Yeah.
FNG will die because no one does come in with a rotation, but FNG.
Yeah, he's doing very
He
well.
recalled.
5 minutes in.
5 kill streak.
He's got 5 kills.
I mean, yeah, you give it to no one, but no one is already rich.
Yeah. Ramses, he didn't expect the FNG.
The Earth Spirit, yeah, he didn't expect Earth Spirit to be recalled by Chen.
Yeah, these little plays.
He's like, wait, you're not Quattle? What are you doing? How are you calling that guy? Look at this, arcane boots
Look at him go.
He's gonna destroy them with his arcane boots. He's calling some creeps, Ramses is scouted.
FNG.
Or he's calling SF. Oh, they're gonna steal the stacks.
FNG!
FNG!
What up?
He's actually.
Where you at
And
now?
the stacks.
Where you at now, Redditors?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chenny's broken, can't ever... FNG!
I was telling
he
you
says,
how
what up?
good Chen was just a moment ago. And
I'm surprised. We're all surprised.
well,
You think you can kill him? You can.
You can.
You can.
What about this SF without the port? That's left
Oh no! Where's the recall?
Well, there should be a recall, but he's gonna.
Is it?
Yeah, but he's not gonna.
He's gonna get hit.
Yeah, he's gonna get hit.
Yeah. All right, they're gonna get immersion.
What's happening with SF? I think that's more fun.
There we go.
Here we go.
Uh-oh.
I mean, still it's worth. I guess you
dude,
got the
FNG. He's
stacks.
5, 2, and 3.
He was 5-0 just a moment ago. Let's
Sure.
not jinx him.
Oh, look at this. No one. Give him a hit. Give him a slap.
X,
He
no
doesn't
X.
have the X to bring him back. But the Stampede, the Jukes. Old Aqua JB4, he's done it.
Aku JB. Aku JB.
Aqua JB4's played him.
I mean,
Played him like a pack of cards.
Played him like a fiddle.
Yeah. Still sits at the top of the CS, so top of the net worth, no one. As SF is still going to need a bit of a boost to get himself into this game. So far, Gambit, they have impressed.
by the way, Darkseer is a known player, but I can't remember his nickname. I know who he is, but
Old Aqua J before.
Yeah,
he was named out of the main cast then.
yeah, he
He's had
was.
this name for
but
a long time.
Yeah, but that's like he has a name that we all know, but
Oh,
I
what
can't.
is it?
I
No,
can't
I do
remember.
know what it is. What is it? Come on, CIS offlaners.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Afterlife, maybe?
Shacklaw?
Is it Afterlife?
I don't know.
I think it's... No.
No, it's not. I don't know. Maybe. it is
Okay, you
that.
guys.
Have a look. Yeah, you're
Go
right. It is
Google it,
someone
Cheever.
very well. No one. He'll get the boat out. So he should be fine with the rum. Actually, no, he won't, because there's a Darkseer here. The Darkseer's going to look for the body blocks. No one's trying his best to get away, but with the Surge and the Iron Shell, no one's ticking down low. He'll turn and try and hit with the tire, bring him with the
Got him.
forwards there. They've got him. No one is dead.
And it's the SF that got crushed by him that takes the kill. Now that SF is actually catching
It was
up.
Afterlife.
That
It was
your bang
Afterlife.
on.
There we go.
There we go. Oh, CIS expert Lizard. You doubted yourself, but you knew. You knew in your heart of hearts.
In my Slavic heart,
Yeah.
I felt
You
Afterlife.
could feel, yeah, you could
Yeah, I can
sense.
kind of sense the Bratan. All right, immersion. Look at that squid, actually, very scary.
Oh, it is. You don't want to put that on your face. Solo. Having to deal with the FNG pressure. FNG's it's sort of slowed down a little bit for FNG. I think he's still sitting on just level 3.
He hasn't
So-
found any of those golems anymore.
Like, he may fall off a bit.
Yeah, honestly, those golems, that RNG,
Yeah.
that's
he had
just-
a dream start.
Yeah, he had a dream start.
But he did also play very well, of course.
Of
Ooh,
course.
he stampedes right back in. You kick me, I stomp you. And that is a dead Earth Spirit.
Got him.
Got him.
I mean, at least Ramsey's finding some space. Doesn't even have
Yeah,
boats, 3 raid bands here.
I say he had a tough start. He didn't
Yeah.
expect the FNG plays on that top lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under
I
attack.
think she gets pushed around by Roger a bit. Roger snatches that rune.
Oh, he's bringing someone in.
Yeah.
Who's he bringing in?
Maybe Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
That would make most sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
And indeed it is. Immersion's in with the stun. Roger surrounded and bam. FNG.
You take our bounty, we take your life.
Yeah. Very nice indeed for FNG. I mean, Gambit still with a 1k lead. They're 10-6, 10 minutes in.
I mean, this is the Terrorblade that has suffered the most, and he's the one that needs to make some sort of a comeback, definitely.
Yeah.
And he's gonna get empowered and salt here, so a good friend Roger, good support, doing all he can to bring this Terrorblade back to life.
We're getting the Radiance build again from the Lifestealer. Does seem to be the popular one. On pretty much the majority of the Lifestealer games we've seen.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yep. I don't know how. I mean, it's Lifestealer versus Terrorblade. It's good that he's in front, but it's not a good matchup for Nyx, definitely. You do have like Earth Spirit to roll in, silence the Terrorblade. You have ways of initiating as a Lifestealer. I'm just wondering which way is SF gonna go? Is he gonna go for those Greaves?
Yeah, is he gonna go the Greaves build?
Is he Greaves?
Looks
Yeah,
like
he
it.
is. Yeah. So they're gonna have a lot of sustain coming from that SF. Then you're gonna have Chen creeps. Perhaps you can be looking even at the push soon enough. Maybe this tier 1 on top can fall. Most likely, though, Gambit is gonna slow down because they are building that Radiance on Nyx, so you usually just wait a bit
You know,
till it's done.
Bob has been doing quite good, but he's still level 4 at minute 12.
Bob?
Ben, you mean?
Ben, Bob.
Who's Bob?
It's his brother, my bad.
They have a third brother?
Yeah, they
Third
do. It's
brother.
a hidden brother, nobody talks about him.
Bob, Ben, and Chen.
Bob.
Yeah, the parents incredibly creative with the names.
Definitely.
Bob, Ben, and Chen.
Nobody talks about Bob, my bad.
No.
Shouldn't have mentioned him. But Ben is still level 4.
Bob's actually the rat. Something terrible happened in during the IVF process.
Rat
He
is
came out
Bob.
as a mouse.
Dire's middle tower is
Right.
under attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way Chen works. Basically, you get a lot of creeps, you create a lot of space, but you aren't really, as you're rotating, you aren't really getting a lot of experience. So
How do you fix that?
This
Like,
is-
do you just at some point take over a lane, or do you
Nah,
just
you
have to
don't.
hide in the jungle and get your own creeps? Or at some
No,
point?
it's just something that's how the hero works, and you can't really. There isn't a single way that you can counter that you can fix that. Especially because at some point you start pushing a lot, and that means you're surrounded by your teammates, so you're getting even less experience. Especially if those pushes fail, like you can find yourself having like very low levels on a hero such as Chen. It's normal. Yeah, you can maybe farm some stacks or something like that, but you can split push as well.
We got the hunting.
Tower is under attack.
Looking for Roger. Stampy's going to come out straight away from Pasha. Looking for the setup. So they're going to see what they can catch out of this one. They've found the Earth Spirit. They get the
Scott.
X mark onto FNG, and FNG is in trouble as well. BP will strike back as Gambit did try and position themselves to start pushing down.
I love that too.
I
Yeah, go for it.
I love how camera switched to Nyx, because that's exactly what I was thinking as well. You're forcing this fight when your Nyx is still finishing that Radiance. They are gonna find Roger here. RP?
Are they?
Does he have Skewer out? Do they have?
Surge.
They have
Used the
Surge.
skewer.
Yeah.
So that's an
Surge.
that's an RP for what?
I mean, a wall was used, but they did get the Magnus position 4, so it's all right.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top
Still
tower
have
is under attack.
Beautifully close game at the moment. 8 and 11 between VP and Gambit.
Yeah.
Things are,
Nyx should have Radiance as well soon, so
Yeah.
next time you start pushing, you're gonna have that Nyx as well.
and they've got the full pipe on Darkseid.
Nyx doesn't really care that much about the Kunkka as well. You can run him down. The only problem is this Terrorblade, but the Terrorblade right now isn't truly a problem,
Oh, it's going to
as he had a horrible lane,
Yeah.
And obviously, if Ramses does get time, he is going to catch up. He's got the empower, but they do need the time. So we'll see how much Gambit speed up the game.
So the way you guys are talking right now is this is Gambit's game to
Dire's
lose.
middle tower is under
Well,
attack.
no, it's more of because of how close it is. It's like Gambit want to do something pretty soon. It's just
Like everything
Are they
went
gonna be
well for
able to
them.
switch?
Everything went well from them when it comes to the early game.
like their three cores are all where they want to be.
Yeah, SF got crushed. Yeah, sure, but you expected that, honestly. Like I mean, it's a Kunkka SF.
you're gonna lose the lane, but you are an SF, so he
you're gonna
has other
catch
ways
up
of catching up.
somehow.
And he has.
But the chanting VP definitely did not expect.
No.
They expected to lose. They expected to win mid, but they didn't expect to lose that TV lane so hard.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
And the Shadow Fiend that had a rough time mid, he's doing fine.
Yeah, no, as we say, he's an SF.
Yeah,
Like
but
he is going to, and this is one of the reasons why they do pick the SF second. It's obviously like Afro Ninja knows he's going to play against no one. You know, no one, one of, if not, some people say the best mid in the world. When you're playing against the best mid in the world, you just want to make sure you're on a hero that
can catch up.
Like
that can catch up.
Yes, for Afro Ninja, what's his most comfortable hero? It is the SF. So you'll
and it's a hero that you can catch up with. Like, it doesn't matter how poorly your lane goes, especially if you're doing this Greaves build. You're basically a utility hero
if you have
in
a
the mid game.
that can take care of stacking some camps.
That can call you to steal some camps and then just leave you behind to die. I mean, those stacks were actually definitely worth it for them. They did give SF a few levels, which allowed him to start taking zone trouble.
Rolling, but it's a bit of a hit and miss, as that is going to be a quick turnaround with the combo. No one drops the boat down onto the Earth Spirit. The Greaves will buy some time for him.
A lot of time,
popped. But he does still fall.
Darkseer is here. Do we have a vacuum wall?
Back wall onto 3.
That's
the Stampede. They're going to get in position with the Macropire down as well. Gambit, they've got to be careful. Well, I say that Pasha's actually on his own on the front. Gambit, they'll get Pasha, they'll get Solo, and no one's just got to run. He cannot stick around for this. He's going to go for the TP out. Have they got anything to cancel it? They have not. So no one will fall. As we'll see how things develop now off the back of that. Gambit's going to be able to get at least the tier 1 tower in the middle lane. As the push comes through, Gambit continuing to show us that they have an idea, they have a strat.
They have a strategy. A strategy we all doubted. I'm looking at you, Twitch chat, not us. Not us.
I saw the LOL W's in there.
Yeah,
I saw them when that SF was picked.
Yeah, we said Gambit's got this. We believed in them.
As well.
Yeah, we predicted Gambit is going to win.
Have some respect, Twitch chat.
Exactly.
Oh, D-Ward.
We're going to have a BKB on Kunkka. He's going to be able to just run in, create space, hit people while the TB is in the back. Getting that Manta actually, no, not the greatest timing, definitely. But,
no, but yeah, I understand how you go against the silence and the open wounds.
Yeah.
You want to get out of there, make sure you can sunder.
It's really good for Gambit that they can just call people like this. You have Lifestealer infested. Well,
got him.
Yeah, almost. Got him almost. Almost got him.
Almost got him.
That's really good. With that recall, you can basically call 2 people with infest. So
yeah, no, it definitely as the game goes on as well. That's with the current Chen. That's his.
Definitely, it's basically
the hand of God.
Nice sentry, but
nice. It's a decent heal. Like that's the biggest players that he can do.
The biggest play is definitely the recall.
Yeah.
Because of same like with Kotal before. It's the strategical value that you get out of it.
Yeah, it's just sort of the fact that you now
mind games
thinking
as well,
of this repositioning globally. It can come out as this dive into the tower.
Nice
RP.
RP.
Be a 3-man RP as the Requiem does come out from Alpha Ninja. In fact, Gambit, they're going to look to try and dive in and take this fight and see what they can bring down. Ramses gets the Sunder off as he's back up to full for now. Tahak, in the midst of it all, gets surrounded. The Lifestealer falls, but VP, they've already lost 2. Alpha Ninja comes in with the double kill. He's found 3, as that's going to be VP having to back up as Gambit taking the fight. That could have gone much better for VP because they had that 3-man RP, but unfortunately it was the same time as no one dragged one out with the X-Bark and then boated that singular target that he dragged out. So instead of getting the whole combo onto the 3 of them, because the RP came after no one started the fight, it was a little broken up. In Gambit, they realized that. They got in the faces of VP, they were able to overrun them.
Yeah, they definitely didn't combo that very well.
No.
And these Greaves honestly helped them a lot.
I like this as well, because I feel like one of the problems with SFs is you see them get the Greaves and then they just keep jungling.
Yeah, but this is a team,
and they're going.
This is a team that knows how to utilize those Greaves.
Yeah, they're playing like this is how a Greaves SF should work. I can guarantee if you see a Greaves SF in your pub, he's not going to play like this.
No.
He'll get the Greaves and then he'll just sit AFK.
The problem is not only in your honestly, the problem is not only in your Greaves SF, it's in your team.
Yeah.
Like, he cannot go alone with those Greaves and push. You need to gather up around him.
And they're playing it perfect.
Yeah, so when you're itemizing, you have to think about the strategy that you're itemizing for. And
This could be the
Gambit,
comeback fight, though.
Yeah.
RP is not yet up.
Well,
That's something that they need.
Pasha is not there. He does have a port. He needs to get there.
30 seconds before that RP is
Making
up.
his macro pyre here too. If they got it, they do have it.
Micropire
Nice
ice
to look at him
bar.
going straight up onto the high ground on top of Solo. Solo will tell with the ice bar, but the rage, there's no trouble for Dad.
Yeah, and the macro pyre is now used outside of
Yeah.
the pit. There is a smoke and blink on Magnus. Maybe he's gonna try and snatch this. Or
It should be
something
like 5 seconds before that RP is back up, so they have definitely got a shot.
No, it's longer than that for the RP, isn't it?
No, it was
is it
30
the-
seconds
oh, yeah,
just a minute
right.
ago, and yeah.
He's got it, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like Roche is so low.
If he can time it.
Boat crashes in.
All on the map.
Where is
Terrorblade is not
He's
going to be
behind that tree
there.
on the left.
Oh.
But he didn't go for it.
No, they
Didn't go for it. So that's going to be a free Roshan and Aegis for Gambit.
Well, Terrorblade got some farm, at least some space.
Yay.
Is getting towards that BKB. I mean, it's not perfect, but
He still feels very poor.
he is.
He's second highest net worth, but he feels like he just.
I mean,
Not
it's a
his bad.
Terrorblade. He farms very fast with those illusions of his, and you want him to be on top of the network charts. Like, he still caught up to Nikes. He still took over him, but it doesn't matter. He needs that Skadi. Besides that BKB, obviously. It's gonna. I mean, I still think VP can take this game if they go late.
Sure.
If
They've
they
got a
don't
team, they've
crumble
got
right now.
Magnus, yeah.
But the problem is they're hunting. Gambit is hunting.
I mean, Gambit's just playing so well.
Yeah.
They really are. As we said, this is a draft that
Yeah. But
you needed to have a plan, and FNG, the mastermind, he had a plan, he had a strategy, and he's executing.
But look at this now.
Yeah.
There's Kunkka exactly on the bottom lane, split pushing. There's Centaur on the top lane, and that Jakiro almost died mid, but he almost died because he used macro power in the river, so that the creeps die. And because of that, they can't really
push.
capitalize with this Aegis right now, at least.
Yeah, they're going to have to sort of...
Yeah, they have to catch someone on these side lanes, and they can because they do have that Chen. And if they do catch someone on the side lanes, you can instantly recall a person like this and get this Mr. Solo that's solo trying to outpush the creep wave.
Still, though, if he dies, it's still more space on the side lanes. And he
Yeah,
will
exactly.
die, but
Exactly, but at least you have this Chen that recalled you there. It's not like
Yeah.
you wasted your
True.
time.
No,
True.
you're not using TP, you can instantly go back to farming.
You know? So that's the power of that recall. It just makes the game easier.
can he do something? There's an ult available, a pipe, a TP. Ooh. Oh, he's running. He's got a whole bunch of trouble following him, though.
Chasing.
Oh, he's
He's
running
got a
back
man
into
up.
him.
Let's go, Pasha. You got this, man.
Oh,
Almost.
There's nothing
almost.
you can do there.
Almost got him.
I'm not sure if we can say space there, because I think that space, like, they would have gotten anyway.
Barber, eh?
And the Terrorblade is forming the jungle.
Has got his BKB now on top of the man to Ramsey, so he's going to feel safer and safer.
And again,
Yo.
Solo.
Solo. At least macro pyre. Come on, bro. There we go. Ice Path. You just macro pyre there. Ice Path takes way too much time. That macro pyre would have killed these creeps.
It would have.
Yep. They still get this tower either way, but
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I suppose he'll be up for the high ground defense.
Yeah.
No, it really is just quite... Our Gambit playing quite fast enough
Radiant's top
to
tower is
be
under
able to end this game before the Terrorblade's going to be able to defend. And because Ramses has that BKB in the Manta, it's going to be hard going high ground. Like that is the thing. Like Gambit, they've had a great opening to this game, but Ramses, he's catching up as expected because he has that Empower bonus. He's second highest in the net worth, and it is on a timer. It really feels like for Gambit. They have to try and close this out within the next 10 minutes. Otherwise, this TB is just going to take over the game.
Yep.
And the later it goes, TB and Kunkka are going to have a field day against these heroes on Gambit.
Trying to
definitely agree with
outpace
you.
Virtus.Pro. Definitely a Gambit.
Yeah, definitely a Gambit. SF is itemizing in a very good way too. We have a port, we do. Alright, there's no way of stopping him. SF is itemizing really well, so he's gonna be hitting super hard too, eventually. So it's not all on that Nikes. And overall, I don't know, level 25 Kunkka is quite scary too with the new cleave change.
It
for
is.
his talent.
It is, yeah.
So we're far away yet.
We are.
Hmm.
We are.
don't know. I still feel that FNG with his champ plays is doing so much in this current game. Here we go. They basically resummoned Earth Spirit with the Nikes, and strategically this is so good if you're a Gambit.
Yeah, it makes it very hard for VP to sort of go out and pick a fight for themselves, because they really have to bear in mind the way that Gambit is sort of shifting and sliding all across the map.
It's amazing that they aren't feeding constantly across the map. I mean, we saw Jakiro die mid, and we saw Centaur die top, but it's amazing that they aren't dying more often.
No.
And they're still split pushing, you can see with plays like this one. You kill the creeps, there's a double damage.
Yeah, that would be nice for Gambit if they can get something done with this. But as you said, VP are just sort of with these players, and even when they lose life, they're just making it so it's very hard for Gambit to get grouped up as 5 and push up towards the high
They're just
ground.
buying themselves more and more time.
All the time in the world for Rams and stuff. Oh, that is the worry for Gambit. It's only going to get harder from now.
And even if they would try to go high ground right now, that RP is still going to be...
Yeah, it's not easy. It isn't easy.
Yeah.
Like, it is incredibly difficult for Gambit to end this game.
Dire's middle tower is under
They got to try though, right? I mean, this is something
It's
that
so
they
weird
have
that we are very pessimistic towards the team that's winning, and also...
Yeah, but
it's about their draft.
They're 5K ahead.
Yeah. Not
against
really.
this late game lineup, it's you know, already like Gambit has impressed.
Gotta see more.
Well, he's going MKB actually on Turbo 8. He went Dragonlance and he's going MKB afterwards, which is a little bit of a different.
Radiance on life.
Yeah, you can outrange him definitely.
Oh sure, yeah. I guess you're not normally in range, but sorry.
And the MKB is going to help.
Yeah.
He's going to be a glass cannon though, I think, right? You have the BKB though.
He's got BKB and Manta.
BKB and Manta, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. He's not going to Skadi, not so that extra.
After all, who's going to control you? That's the question. Like it's not like you need to tank up super hard. You're playing versus Radiance, Manta. You're not playing versus Abyssal Desolator, something that's going to kill you by the time you...
Yeah, the only hero that really hits hard is the Loader. Because, I mean, with the SF with his abilities, he got any sort of damage item. Seeing a bit as mid lane.
Yeah, SF is going for Butterfly as well. Yeah, so SF is going to hit hard too, but... You have the AC
now. You're going to hit hard, you know.
Yeah, you're definitely
going to stand there with the Metamorphosis, have the MKB, and the SF won't be able to stand there and trade blows with you when you got the BKB popped.
There aren't many heroes that can trade with TV.
Not with the Terrorblade.
Yeah. And the Empower.
Yeah.
He's going to be hitting for like 400 damage.
That's crazy. Well, we are at breaking point.
It's you know, a lot of it for Gambit is they've got to try and catch VP out with these sort of recall plays. But you know, as you said, we've been seeing recently, you know, these last 10 minutes, VP have just been playing, you know, classic VP, just very smart, just not getting caught out unless it's beneficial for the game state as a whole.
Yeah, even if they die, it's like some solo dying or a Centaur. That's like it's whatever Centaur dies on their side of the map, completely shoved in their top lane, so he dies, but you can't rotate after that. You can't do
just look at this. Look at the sentry wards on VP's half of the map. They've made sure that
whole map.
It's crazy.
No vision.
You're
not gonna catch us.
From Gambit. And you can feel that because Gambit haven't been able to cross. They're going for a bit of desperation play now. They're smoked up. They're like, we don't have any vision. We have to just get over on this half of the map. It's a risky play, but
you have to smoke up.
To do it. They have
There's no other way. It's not super risky for them, honestly. I still don't think that.
Yeah, because they are still strong.
Yeah, they're still strong. It's not like VP is gonna punish this super hard.
Sure.
The SVP is just farming still. They're happy.
It's sort of risky to sit there. Are they going to find him?
Oh, they didn't find him. Actually, there was a blink from Darkseer, I believe, with the vacuum on the trees. Yeah,
it was so close.
Didn't catch him.
Close. But it's hard, yeah, because sure they can go with the smokes and they won't get punished, but are they going to find someone?
He switched up. He tricked us. He switched up. He's going for Skadi. I was wondering, like, you have Magnus. He's going to empower you. You're going to have damage, and with that Skadi, you're going to slow the Nikes down too. It's not that bad.
Yeah, Shrug is with the D-Lance, the Skadi, you hit him from a mile off and he can't close the gap. By the time he's in your face, he's dead. Or he's
Roger was scared there. He felt that Radiance burn, instantly skewers out ports. Love how Darkseer runs.
They couldn't get the smoke. Next step comes in about a minute.
Skates. He looks like he's skating. That's how it looks to me. You know, like...
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Like, he's like,
the way you shove the air when you skate, I mean, rollerblades. No, that's what I mean.
Next step in the game is Roshan up soon.
Yules is there though. Can
Perfectly
they catch
timed.
him?
Well, but the
BKB?
BKB's there.
Yeah, do they have a basher or anything?
They've got
No, they don't.
No,
nothing through the BKB, so...
He did teleport all the way home, so it's going to take a little time before he gets here.
Yeah,
But Roche is not
quite
spawned
up
yet.
yet, so
Yeah, he's gonna have that
40
BKB by the time Roche is up. Well, more or less.
Yeah.
He's gonna have it for the fight, I suppose.
And VP scores are very hard to kill now. No one's just hit the 20, so he's got the 25 strength talent on the Kunkka, and the Skadi's finished
So
on round
I think the next fight is gonna be around here. So around this high ground, it's very important for Gambit if they want to take that rush. You see the,
And
the
the
circle? Yeah, this is it. This is their area now.
Yeah.
You cannot leave this area. Rush is about to spawn. You take this, you ward it up. The team that has vision on that cliff, on that high ground, is a team that's in a big advantage.
And
There's loads of sentries, no observers though.
Yep. I mean the Virtus.Pro have the vision because they're there, right? So they see them coming.
And with that amount of sentries down, they know that there's, they know that pretty much Gambit's going to have no vision on their half of the map. So
actually,
they're not worried about Gambit.
Nike's going for Shivas as well now. Next.
I mean, they're going to be also tanky, especially with the Centaur. He has the completed Aghanims. So it's so hard now to kill any of VP's lineup.
He has Aghanims.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Gambit is playing the sustain game. Nikes went for Shivas. I mean, yeah, you're going to damage the illusions and all, but is it going to be enough, I wonder?
Smoke time with, if they do well, reward is Roshan.
All right, yeah.
They find Chen.
Oh, Chen is caught.
Oh, no, FNG.
Oh, terribly. It's Ramsey's triple.
That's a three-man round.
Into Ice Bat.
Into Macropyre as well.
Oh, that's a disaster.
Oh,
Four
yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's...
Oh dear. So, well, Gambit, I said they had a great start. It looked
It
was
looked
really
nice.
good. I was impressed. I was impressed.
They did really well.
But it was always going to come to this point where they couldn't end the game.
It always comes to that point in which Roger Magnus catches 3 people out.
He's going to find the opening.
Yeah.
I mean, and it is very
Doesn't
hard
that
for
Nikes with Shivas look silly right now? We have Radiant Shivas running around. I mean, it's a great build versus TB versus Illusions, but I guess what can you do as a Nikes? I don't know. I would have rather seen him go right click, but yeah.
But I think the approach the Gambit took was a different one.
It was different. It was interesting. It caught VP off guard.
So yeah, Ramsey's had a slow start, but maybe if they didn't have the Magnus this game, and Ramsey's would have been unable to catch him as quick as he did, and then sort of this strat from Gambit
and the way
would have had the chance to close the game before Ramsey's did catch up.
The way Virtus.Pro spread this game out, like prolonged it.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Ooh, that Chen just called the Lifestealer into the middle of that fight.
It's a good wall, though.
One. He has got Ramsey's by his side. Immersion's going to get dragged back by the X-Mark into the Torrent. There'll be a buyback from FNG. Buyback as well from Immersion. They're going to look towards no one. No one is being focused. He's been left behind as well by the rest of his team, so no one will fall. They'll get the Conquer. It's cost them a couple of buybacks. If they can get anything more, they'll look towards Roger. They have the Stampede backing him up for now, so he'll be able to get himself all the way to safety. Able to blink out too. Pasha is being chased by Immersion.
Yeah, he has a roll coming. No stones, though.
Tries to go for the prediction, but Pasha, nice hoof stomp there to keep the distance.
Another roll
over there to continue chasing, but Pasha
has no stones.
Will TP out, and there's no stun to catch him.
Oh.
So very well played by VP there, losing only Kunkka, getting out, forcing some buybacks. Did they get the side in the end? They didn't really see.
No.
No? Yeah.
And because they waited so long to pull Lifestealer back, he was able to push back bottom lane as well, so all the lanes are pushing in.
Double damage though.
Ooh.
This could be something.
But so as you say,
I mean, you give double damage to who? This SF doesn't hit hard. The Nikes doesn't hit hard. Yeah, I swear the best thing. Yeah, the best thing that they've got is that illusion that they get from Darkseer once you use the wall.
Yeah, that is
it's the most damage they get.
It really is. They don't have any right click on it.
I respect the magic damage idea behind the Radiance build for the Terrorblade illusions and whatnot, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working.
But I mean, you can just feel it and you can see it. They missed their timing, Gambit. They built towards a certain point of the game, and that certain point of the game's over. They need to somehow adapt and and sort of find an extra item. But the problem is with the way that VP's taken over the map and the rate that Ramses is farming, by the time they have an extra item, Ramses is going to have an extra 2 items.
If they can find kills like these...
Alright, he might be...
He's got the Aegis and he's got the backup of Rogers, so he's not feeling too threatened at all. He'll turn with
That's
the
RP, though.
Immersion's going to fall. BKB's popped by Ramses. He'll turn towards Dahak. Dahak's got to start to retreat now because the rest of the VP's coming in. The Sunder's there, bringing Dahak's life down low. He's able to keep the distance, though. Dahak will survive for now. Roger's going to keep himself hidden with the Shadow Amulet. Ramses does get dragged back into the wall. On the side of it, no one comes in with the boat combo crashing down. It's going to be slightly off the mark. But
destroyed.
just having to run back the BKB and the Hand of God, keeping him alive. And with the surge, Afro Ninja will manage to escape. Ramses getting focused once again as Dahak's tried to come back into the fight. But with the rage wearing off, he's dragged back by the X-Mark. Ramses still pummeling into
that
him with the
illusion.
Metamorphosis. They will pop the Aegis, as the Aegis is now gone from the Terrorblade.
This...
Can someone kill that illusion?
Yeah, that
It's
Dark Sea
destroying
illusion is
him.
doing so
like the
much.
Skadi as well. Like that illusion was alive the whole time.
Zafa Ninja does dodge the skewer. He is running, but Ramses is on top of him. The Skadi slow coming into play. Zafa Ninja will fall. They do manage to get the Jakiro on the back of it all, but Ramses is ready to turn back in to look towards Dahak. Dahak can't right-click war this
They can't kill
Terrorblade.
each other. Like there's no damage. They're
trying to go for the easier kills, but FNG gets surged away. They get a Who Stomp out onto the Darkseer. They do have buybacks on Gambit if they want to try and do anything to come back in on this, but as soon as that rage wears off, no one could look for the X-Spot, but Dahak's able to juke him, get behind the tree, so he's out of there. FNG won't be quite as lucky as VP find him hiding around by the tier 2. As they will not want to continue this fight, Gambit.
No.
They've just got to get the 2 survivors out of there. Again, VP able to take a successful team fight. Again, Ramsey survives. He's nearly level 25 on the Terrorblade and still sitting a clear 5k ahead of the net worth of the
That
last.
was a very successful fight for Gambit as well.
very successful. They just all died, bought back,
yeah,
died.
I know, it was a trade. No, there's only one person that bought back. That was the Jakiro. He came back and died again.
I mean,
it was at least a trade. It could have been way worse.
I mean, they're going to lose
They just lost the game, but it was a very good fight.
It was a pretty bad fight.
No,
that was the best fight they could have hoped for.
Which was
if there was gonna be
if
there was gonna be a chance, this would have been it.
Yeah, definitely. The RP on only one. The wall hit Ramses. Ramses died.
They got a
They
great
just,
illusion on Ramses' Terrorblade that did loads of damage because nobody killed it forever.
I guess it's something.
Every little bit counts. Oh, going back in.
Looking for the RP. He's going to get it just onto the one. And that won't be good enough for
Pasha porting out just in front of him.
Gets away as well.
No, however.
Oh, they might catch the Kunkka.
He has no BKB.
He's dead.
No port. He's
Second
dead.
time he's left
gone.
for the Wolves.
They're gonna get him. He's. No one is the one left behind.
Yeah.
Does buy it before he falls. He completes the Daedalus.
I mean, it's no one gets left behind, right?
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, that's so much funny.
It's no one.
It's no one.
Yeah. He makes this job a bit harder, I guess.
Orchid.
Orchid? On who?
Alpha Ninja.
Apple.
Who's he gonna
Going for
silence?
Bloodthorn. Maybe. Bloodthorn for the Terrorblade or something.
Terrorblade's got a mantra and a BK.
Afterwards, maybe. I don't know. Who else can you use it for?
I mean, there's like, as I said, no question. This game is very hard for Gambit.
Yes.
I'd rather see an MKB, but he's not truly hitting in these fights. He's just running away.
It's just the
That's
nature of the heroes, the nature of the farm, and the itemization. The game at this point is it feels almost impossible for Gambit. But we'll see what they can sort of bring together. Is that nearly a refresher orb, I think, on the Centaur? Something's coming out.
I wouldn't be surprised. He has Aghanim's.
Yep.
Should be close.
There we go. Yeah,
There you go.
Refresher,
ready to go.
yeah.
Nobody's gonna take any damage for the entirety of the fight.
Yep. Damage reduction is gonna be real. Plus, you can run around them. You can juke the Snipes, kite him even harder.
MVP, the nice thing is they don't have to rush. You know, they can just take their time. They don't.
I mean, Gambit, they can still rely on Darkseer to make that Terrorblade illusion.
Yeah, the Darkseer wall.
Yeah.
I mean, that Terrorblade illusion definitely worked out. That
Maybe if you're all about that, maybe he needs to get an Aghanims on the Darkseer.
Aghanims and the double wall talent.
Double wall talent. What level's the double wall talent?
25?
Is it 25 or 20?
Yeah, I think it's
Refresher
25.
Orb and Refresher Shard. And Terrorblade illusions through all the walls. How many walls do you get? You get triple double walls.
Yeah, so six walls.
6 walls.
That's 6 walls. Quick maths.
Yay!
6 walls.
6 Terrorblades.
That's, I mean, that
How
could
many-
literally win you the fight.
Yeah, how many
Yeah.
Terrorblades
do
can
that.
Terrorblade make? Not 6.
I don't know, actually, if you're spamming...
What's the max you
You
can get?
can.
Is it like
Yeah,
3
you
or
get-
4?
No, more than that. Yeah,
More.
if you keep using it off
At
cooldown.
least 5.
I mean, he's got a Manta style
And if
as
he
well.
has Arcane
Ah,
Rune,
yeah,
like
if
he
he's got
does,
a Arcane Rune, he can make probably...
Definitely
infinite
a lot
amount
more.
of illusions.
We'll say infinite. You know,
Yeah.
it's close enough.
Alright. And yeah, with the Manta style, he'll beat 6. That is.
Right, level of Darkseer is 21, so he's not there yet.
No,
And I don't think he's ever gonna be, but here's for the hope.
maybe, just maybe.
Maybe.
Dire's middle tower is
Almost
under attack.
25
What's
on the
even the
life
other
stealer.
talent? I can't remember. I would always take that wall just for the
I
lols.
don't know what the other talent is.
Oh, look at that Nyx. Oh, God.
He's got to run.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just
There's an
going for
MKB,
the
yeah, there's an
tower, though.
MKB. That last fight he didn't have it, I believe, on
No,
TV.
yeah, you just...
Yeah, so he couldn't even hurt it. Oh, there's a smoke up. We're gonna see a wall soon.
You
Dire's
ju-
middle
just wall the TB, get a TB illusion.
He doesn't even have an. He just doesn't.
There we
care.
go.
There's
Whoa, there's the wall illusion.
Dude, look at how much damage that
Look
illusion
at
does.
that TB illusion. That is what could carry.
Come, micro it.
Here we go. It's still hitting them. It's still hitting them. But the Stampede's out.
Oh, he died.
And they've lost F&G. Immersion will roll away.
Who cares about FNG? They lost Illusion.
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they did. That's the
illusion.
big.
That's the problem.
That's the big one.
More
The Hack's
damage.
trying to get in there. He's surged up, raging as well. There's the second Stampede, keeping VP alive as the rage will now finish. The Hack's going to get
RP!
RP on the high ground, gets a couple of them.
Yeah, there's no follow-up right now, at least. Oh,
Doesn't
there
look
it
to
is.
be. Zaffa Ninja, though, just get the BKB and the Requiem off in the midst of it all. He is turning towards no one. No one's actually getting pretty low as the Kunkka will fall.
Yeah.
Gambit get the Kunkka.
There's
The
no
Hack,
meta as well.
he's chasing Ramses. Ramses got Sunder in a couple of seconds, but he's silenced. And he's already used the man to the BKB, the Orchid.
They got him!
It's doing it.
They're doing
it. They've defended.
I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Very
They
well
did
played.
lose the racks.
Sure.
They did lose, but they
did
defended.
manage to kill
mean,
two
that's
cores of
amazing.
VP.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Amazing call.
That's 4K gold.
And only 1 death, well, 2 deaths on their side, as in only Chen is the sacrificial lamb. Nobody else died on the side of Gambit. That is good.
And Rush is up.
Well, look at that damage done by the Terrorblade, though. That's a lot of damage. But he's dead.
Shouldn't you go Rush right now if you are?
Force the buyback, then go Roche.
Yeah, Roche is up.
Maybe.
That's always
Zachary.
problematic. If you force a buyback,
Because then he's buyback.
yeah, then he's
He's like,
he's
oh,
alive.
that's a
then
good
he
idea.
Then he
I'll
can
buy
fight
back.
you.
Leave that last order.
There we
Nice
go.
one, buyback.
Now that they're up, maybe they'll even contest that
Yeah.
Rush. Oh, look at those.
I love AoE Surge. It looks so good.
These creeps just keep on coming. Just leave the Arcs here in the base to send more creeps.
Dude, with the Hex and the Darkseer, maybe, you know, if they get on top of the Terrorblade,
I mean, they suddenly have ways of winning this game. They have the tools that are necessary to take down the Turbo.
it's hard.
He's
They
not
don't
that
push
invincible
fast,
target
though.
anymore. They don't, but maybe, yeah, I mean... I think that RP wasn't really that great. They lost the Metamorphosis. They were careful, waiting. By the time they RP'd, they had no meta, and then it didn't even matter. You had no damage in it. No follow-up whatsoever.
Smoke out of the base.
Oh, yeah. There's no buyback on Kunkka. But basically, they're smoking up because they're worried Gambit is taking Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you instantly have to go there. Maybe he's gonna torrent now or something.
No,
they
he sees the smoke.
They
Oh,
see something.
And
yeah.
worth noting as well, you know, we talk about the new 25 on Kunkka, but he takes the Ghost Ship fleet over the
takes the fleet.
Tidebringer damage. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Even though he has Daedalus and whatnot. Very interesting. But, yeah.
I mean, obviously the fleet is great, but a little surprised, you know, I felt that he's 60% Tidebringer. That's a lot of percentage. It's a lot of percentage.
That's just 60% sounds so scary.
Yeah.
You have the cooldown reduction on SF as well. That's another big percentage. So he's going to be able to Bloodthorn Greaves all the time.
Is this something they should try to stop from happening?
It's hard to do. I mean, they take it so quick with the damage that VP has.
And they have to go in, use Shiver.
And that's it gone.
Oh,
The Hack got the refresher shard. He was
There
able
we
to
go.
get in and steal the refresher shard. But
That's
on the
all
story,
RP.
man,
Oh
RP.
dear.
Roger getting the catch outside of the pit, dragging them back into the hands of his teammates. That's going to be 3 dead on Gambit.
Oh, yeah, TP out for him.
and the celebratory fleet just
Oh, yeah.
used there.
Roger just keeping his eye on the ball there. Sees the chance, and they've obviously
He saw Knights run in. He predicted that everyone is going to be behind him.
Yeah. Who's the refreshers? Oh, the Darkseer.
Darkseer.
More. It's on cooldown for another 70 seconds, so are they actually gonna live for more?
He can just use it now, so he's got it for the defense.
Yeah, he bought back. Yeah.
Went for Hex instead of Refresher and Agonies, though. Shame on him.
I mean, if you can get a double Hex off, there's one. There's a vacuum. He's getting hit now. They are going to try and roll forward, start the fight off.
The fleet is going to control him.
Already, the Jakiro falls. There's the Refresher. Can he get down the wall? Get that wall down, sir! He can't. No. The stomp's in place.
And no buyback.
There's no buyback for the Darkseer. Immersion's getting chased here by VP. He'll try and roll up to the high ground.
So
hard. Back to Hack, surrounded. He's trying his best to hit into the center, but Ramses keeps Patra alive for a little bit with the Sunder. Ramses himself did sacrifice a lot of his health, but with 2 permanently dead on Gambit, they don't feel too worried at 2. They do lose the edge. Hang on. Down.
Buyback from Kunka.
Oh!
Nice pass, Macro Fire Dream!
And indeed, So's there with the setup.
With the body blocks.
Alpha Ninja will fall as well.
No retreat, sir.
Knights comes back, but there isn't a lot he can do on his own. And this should be game. This is definitely where we see Gambit finally succumb to the power of Terrorblade.
But they certainly gave it a good shot, Gambit.
They really did
this game. This is against VP.
Open wounds again.
Can the Hack carry this? 1v.
He's trying. That's that Shivas. Like he's a hard kill. So.
I mean, he's drawing them away from ending the game.
Yeah, he's killing some creeps at the same time.
They're keeping. Oh. FNG though.
FNG dead.
Rest in pepperonis. And that is the tier 4 going down. GG is called. And VP will take this game 1. But hats off to Gambit.
Definitely. That early start was spot on for Gambit.
They had an idea, they had a plan. And I think that is something that I think against any of the other teams in this regional qualifiers, it would have crushed them. You know, they were playing really well, very fast, and even you saw VP, they had to adapt, they had to settle down, play ever so cautiously.
Yep.
You can almost feel, VP, they went to full VP mode. There was no.
They were like, wait a second.
So focused, so in sync.
We're gonna play at the top.
Honestly,
hanging back. Yeah.
They had a lot of luck with the creeps early on. That Shen dominated hard. He was always in the right position. Those wards on the cliff, everything. But it was all allowed because he found those golems early on. And
I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room. Yeah. There's food on the table. We got points needed on the board.
Points.
We're gonna get some.
This is a best of 3.
1 point here.
Virtus.Pro,
1 point
obviously
here.
1 game up. Winner of the series goes to the majors, the upper bracket finals of the qualifiers for that major, CIS qualifiers that is. And we'll be having a break so that we can have some food. You can have a break from us. You can watch us eat food, watch some commercials. We'll be back for game number 2.